want, you fight for it. You know what I'm saying? And I think that that's what gave me strength. I fight for every role. I fight for every blessing. I fight, and I'm willing to do the work, and I fight because I haven't really had many people here to fight for me.
After months of staying quiet about her personal life, Teyana Taylor just did something nobody saw coming. And when I say the internet went crazy, I mean it exploded. Because this time, she didn't just show up glowing, she showed up with a message, a loud one. And standing right beside her, a new man who has everyone talking, British actor Pierre. Yes, that Aaron, the rising Hollywood star, the one people can't stop watching, the one stepping into major roles that are about to take over the big screen. Now here's the thing, this didn't feel random. This didn't look like a simple "I've moved on" moment. No, this felt intentional. It felt calculated. It felt like a statement. Because while Teyana was stepping out looking happy, calm, and confident, her ex-husband Iman Shumpert was online posting messages that didn't quite match that same energy. And that's where things start to get interesting. Because what looked like a soft launch of a new relationship quickly turned into something much deeper.
You didn't see me, you didn't hear me, you didn't protect me, you just kind of just like fed me to the wolves type shit without probably even knowing, you know what I'm saying? And those were, you know, some of those conversations still need to be had.
Something that had people asking one big question. Is Teyana just moving on, or is she quietly getting the last word? But to really understand why this moment hit so hard, we have to go back to when Teyana and Iman were seen as the perfect couple. There was a time when people truly believed in their love story. They weren't just famous, they felt real. They laughed together, built a family together, and showed the world a relationship that looked fun, strong, and full of life. From their TV appearances to their social media moments, everything about them seemed natural. They weren't trying too hard, they just clicked. Fans loved them because they didn't feel fake. But behind all that, there were cracks forming. And the truth is, those cracks didn't appear overnight. Rumors started to circulate during their marriage. Whispers about trust issues, talk about possible cheating, nothing fully confirmed, but enough to make people raise eyebrows.
We're all fighting a battle, we're all fighting demons. That's why I said it's about who is being defeated versus who is defeating. I defeat them. I'm not playing with y'all. You feel what I'm saying? Because my God is strong.
Still, Teyana stayed quiet. She carried herself with grace. She focused on her work, her children, and her growth. Even when things didn't look perfect, she didn't run to the internet to complain. And that's why when the divorce news finally came out in 2023, people were shocked, but also not completely surprised. At first, Teyana handled it with class. She made it clear there was no hate. She spoke about respect. She talked about co-parenting. She kept things calm, at least on the surface. But here's the truth. Divorce is rarely that simple. Because while she was trying to keep things peaceful, things behind the scenes were starting to get messy. And that's where the real story begins. Because Iman didn't exactly walk away quietly. Instead of keeping things private, his actions started speaking louder than words, and not in a good way. There were reports of disagreements over money, arguments about property.
It wasn't that he didn't protect me, I just think a lot of hands started going into the cookie jar. You feel what I'm saying? And he didn't, you know, like, it's P. Like, he not about to be like, no, y'all back up. You feel me? Like, you know, maybe he was hurt about some things. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? You don't know. Maybe it could have been a thing of pride and ego at the time. We don't know.
Even talks about who deserved what after the marriage ended. And people started noticing a pattern. While Teyana stayed silent, focused, and busy, Iman seemed frustrated. His posts became more emotional. His tone shifted. It went from calm to something else, something that felt personal. Then came the bigger conversations. There were claims about financial demands that had people confused, discussions about support payments that didn't quite match the lifestyle people saw him living, luxury purchases, expensive habits, yet somehow complaints about money started popping up. And the internet? Oh, they noticed everything. They started asking questions. How can someone spend big on themselves but argue over support for their kids? That doesn't make sense. And just like that, public opinion started to shift.
I was really hitting him up to just like say thank you. You know what I'm saying? For everything. Because also knowing him as well as I know him, it wasn't the thing that you did on purpose. You didn't purposely not protect me.
But here's the twist. While all of this was happening, Teyana wasn't reacting. She didn't argue online. She didn't respond with shade. She didn't go back and forth. Instead, she disappeared into her work. And that silence wasn't weakness. It was strategy. Because while people were focused on the drama, she was preparing her next move. And when she finally stepped back into the spotlight, everything changed. Because suddenly, she wasn't just Teyana Taylor, the ex-wife dealing with a messy breakup. She was Teyana Taylor, the woman leveling up. Her career started moving in a different direction. Bigger opportunities, stronger roles, more control over her image. She wasn't just in front of the camera anymore, she was behind it too, directing, creating, building something bigger than people expected. And then came him, Pierre. At first, nobody thought much of it. They were seen in the same places, same events, same circles. It looked normal. Industry people cross paths all the time. But then it kept happening, again and again. And people started paying attention. Because the way they interacted didn't feel casual. It felt natural, comfortable, real. Then came that moment that changed everything. Aaron received a major award, and Teyana was right there, not just present, but proud. The way she looked at him told a story all in its own. You know that look someone gives when they truly respect you, when they see your potential, when they believe in you? That was the look. And the internet caught it instantly. Clips started circulating, comments started pouring in, and just like that, the rumors became louder. This isn't just friendship, there's something there. And then Teyana leaned into it, not with a big announcement, not with a dramatic reveal, but with quiet confidence, stepping out together, being seen, letting people talk. And that's when people started connecting the dots. Because this wasn't just about a new relationship. This felt like a response. A calm, controlled, powerful response. While Iman was dealing with public drama, Teyana was showing growth. While things around him looked messy, her life looked stable. And standing next to her was a man who represented something different. No chaos, no noise, just calm energy and rising success. And people couldn't ignore the contrast.
It was night and day. Suddenly, social media had opinions. A lot of them. Some called it a glow-up, others called it karma. Many said this was the best kind of comeback. And then came the boldest take of all, that Teyana was quietly mocking her past situation without saying a single word. Not through insults, not through arguments, but through her actions. Because sometimes the strongest message isn't what you say, it's what you show. And what she was showing, it spoke volumes. But let's slow down for a second, because beyond the headlines, beyond the comments, there's something deeper here. This isn't just a story about relationships, it's about growth. Think about it. She went from being part of a famous couple to standing strong on her own, from dealing with personal challenges to building a stronger career, from silence to quiet confidence. That kind of change doesn't happen overnight. It takes strength. And maybe that's why this moment feels so powerful. Because people aren't just seeing a new relationship, they're seeing a new version of her. And that hits differently. But of course, not everyone sees it the same way. Some still question the timing. Is this real, or is it just a move? Is she in love, or is she proving a point? And honestly, that's fair.
because when something looks this perfect, people are going to wonder. But here's the thing, even if there's a message behind it, that doesn't make it fake. People can move on and still grow at the same time. People can find happiness and still heal from the past. Both things can be true. And maybe that's what makes this situation so interesting, because it's not clear-cut, it's layered, it's emotional, it's real, and that's why people can't stop talking about it. Now let's talk about the emotional side of all this, because behind the success, behind the public image, there are real feelings involved. Ending a marriage is never easy. No matter how strong you are, it leaves marks. There's pain, there's disappointment, there are moments where you question everything. And when that breakup becomes public, it hits even harder, because now everyone has an opinion, everyone is watching, everyone is judging. And yet, Teyana managed to stay grounded. She focused on her children, she focused on her work, she focused on rebuilding her life. That takes strength most people don't talk about. And now, seeing her smile again, seeing her relaxed, seeing her open to something new, it means something. It shows healing, it shows growth. And maybe that's the biggest part of this story. Not the drama, not the rumors, but the transformation. Because at the end of the day, this isn't just about who she's dating, it's about who she's becoming. And as for Iman, well, his journey looks very different right now. While she's stepping into a new chapter, he's still dealing with the past. And that contrast, it's hard to ignore. The internet has already picked its side. But the real question isn't about sides, it's about what happens next. Is this the start of something real and lasting, or is it just another chapter in a bigger story? Only time will tell. But one thing is clear. Teyana Taylor is no longer the woman people thought they knew. She's evolved, she's stronger, and whether this new romance is forever or just part of her journey, one thing can't be denied. She didn't just move on, she moved forward, and she did it on her own terms. So now, I want to hear from you. Do you think this is real love, or do you think there's a deeper message behind it? Drop your thoughts below and stay tuned, because something tells me this story is far from over.